Pressing the head of the baby to close the soft. It's okay for an adult, but not okay for a baby. Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. In today's video, I'm going to tell you some of the things not to do to a newborn. These practices are very common in Indian culture, but don't get offended. These are for your benefit of your baby, for the health of your baby. The first one is pressing the nose. I know many of our grandparents have this habit of pressing the nose to give them a proper shape, but that's not the right method because the nasal bone for everyone, especially the newborns, is very tender and it's very delicate. So if you apply pressure over here, the nasal bone may deviate, which causes problem in breathing of the baby. So in many cases, there have been cases where babies have undergone surgeries because of the deviated nasal bone. So don't let others press the nose of your baby. Number 2, pressing the head of the baby to close the soft spots. In fact, soft spots close by themselves over a period of time, and it's good for the baby to have soft spots for the rapidly growing, developing brain. So do not allow anybody to press the head of the baby. It's going to injure the baby, hurt the baby. That's the reason the baby is going to cry a lot when they do harsh massages and pressing the head of the baby. So do not do it. Don't worry about the soft spots. I've made a separate video on soft spots. You can check out this video and don't worry about it. It will close. Third point is quite interesting, and I've never seen something that happened, but I've heard things like this. That is pressing the nipples in order to ooze out the milk, and that's very unhealthy and painful for the baby. You shouldn't do anything such things because it leads to infection because of the bacteria that is present. Actually, babies ooze out certain milk because of the hormones that are transferred from the mother to the baby. So do not do such things. They will eventually settle down all the things once they're out of the womb. Give them some time. The fourth point is pouring oil in nose and ears and sometimes in the eyes of the baby. My goodness, I don't have any other words to say how dangerous it is. Do not pour water, oil or any kind of liquid in any of the organs that are present, especially ears, nose and eyes. That's dangerous. Do not do it. Just take a soft cloth and clean it externally. That would be enough. The next one is quite surprising. I actually heard this from one of my mates. They said make some loud noises so that the baby will stop being afraid. Come on, anybody will feel afraid if you suddenly have a loud noise. And actually, when the baby suddenly feels startled, that's called startle reflex. That's very important for a baby to have for survival. God has given that primitive instinct in babies. That's called reflexes. It is called startle reflex, and that's very useful. Do not do that thing and be very mean and harsh to the baby while the baby is sleeping. They wantedly do harsh things like throwing dishes and all. Please don't do such things. They are very bad and inhuman. The next point is giving harsh massages. We Indians love to just give hard massages to our baby, and the more the baby cries, the more satisfying the bath lady feels. That's not correct. Actually, you don't need to really have that hard massages. Gentle massages are very good. I don't deny it, but don't be too harsh where the baby is excessively crying, and it sometimes leads to serious injuries. So let's not do that, and that's not safe. Do massages, but in a gentle way. The next one is a very common tradition in Indian culture, that is applying KAJAL. Right now I have applied a little bit of liner. That's okay for an adult, but not okay for a baby, because KAJAL, how natural it may be. Few of the people, they literally burn a candle and then take the ashes and think it is natural, homemade, but that is very dangerous. They have carcinogens that may go inside the eyes of the baby and skin of the baby. The lead particles, they're very dangerous. Please stop the practice if you're doing it. There is a myth surrounding that when you apply kajal, the eyes of the baby will be bright and big and eyebrows will be thick. There is nothing as such. it is all a myth. There is no scientific evidence. There is in fact scientific evidence that it is very, very dangerous if you apply kajal anywhere on the face, especially around the eyes. So please don't do it. They are naturally very, very cute babies. I've personally never applied anything as such. Don't get offended by any of these points because these are purely intended for the benefit and health of your baby. So yeah, these are some of the things that you should not do when you have a newborn in your house. So I hope you all understood these points and the scientific reason behind it. I hope you all have a great parenthood and great motherhood. I love you all. I'll see you all in the next video. Until then, take care of yourselves and take care of your little ones. Bye bye.